Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the stream. This is a stream that I have wanted to do for years. I've wanted to do this stream for 5 years, 6 years, maybe 7. We already have 200 people in here before I even started up the stream. I can't even read all of your names. That's how hyped the stream is going to be. What's up, Michael Knight? Check your DMs, by the way. I just messaged you. What's up, Vertical? What's up, Lemoner? Philip, Ismal, Penguin, Jack, Gabe. I can't read them. They're too fast. 409, Kermit, Gadget, John Rivera, Austin is back. Sucky. Interesting name. Zion, Yuri Loco, Harry, the Anti-Monitor. It is too fast. I can't read it. I literally can't. Tower Games, thank you for being a member, and you get that blue emoji. Jack Crown, Tower, what's up, Luke? Welcome. What's up, Ryan? What is up, Lorenzo? What is up, Tim? I can't read it. It's too fucking fast. Holy shit. Okay. Thank you guys all for joining in here. I cannot wait for the stream. This is going to be a lot of fun. It really, really is. Hold up. Let me unpin my merchandise. I don't want to make it so you guys have to see that. I really am thrilled to be here. Thank you all so much for being here. We're just going to have a great time. I mean, that's the goal of this stream is we're going to have a great time. We're going to go through everything that happened. So DC Fandom, yesterday I was at a wedding, and it was really funny. The trailer dropped, and it was right before the wedding. So I had rehearsals at 9 a.m., I think. So I was helping get stuff ready at 8 a.m. We had rehearsal at 9 a.m. And then I went back to my room and chilled for a bit because I wasn't feeling well. I was really tired and like jet lagged and shit. So I was sitting in my room, and then the reveal was at 1:15, I think, or 1:30 or something. 1:25. 1:25 it was. And I was supposed to be there at 1:30 for the wedding at 3. And ultimately, it just ended up that, we ended up taking pictures a little later. So I went into the bathroom and watched the trailer, was freaking out because this is not a Batman game. Yeah, that's interesting. Quite the development. Who would have guessed that is the case? We have 2 super chats. We have a $2 super chat from Call Me Edit. Slick, who do you want to play the most in? I'm going to get to that. Batgirl for me. Batgirl is my favorite DC Comics character of all time, so that is my answer to that. Thank you for the $2 Call Me Edits. Thank you for being a member. Brohun1181. Thank you for the $3 super sticker. Super chats, super stickers, and memberships are greatly appreciated. We are at 85 members right now. We're trying to get to 100 members by the end of this stream. Can we get the hype in the chat? DC Fandom hype. Here's the thing. We have Marvel's Avengers in September. That is next month. We have a new superhero video game and Avengers game. Can't wait for that. Going to be tons of videos on that. In November, we have Spider-Man Miles Morales. In 2021, we're going to have Gotham Knights. And in 2022, we will have Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. So I'm going to do a whole other stream on Suicide Squad, a whole other stream on Justice League and all that. So hold on for that. We have a $10 donation from General Johnson. He says, hey, Slick, can't wait to call in. Had my own wedding yesterday and had to slip away to watch that trailer too. Wait, General Johnson, did you get married? Holy shit, man. If you did, congratulations. Please let me know in the comment section below. But congratulations, General Johnson, and thank you so much for being a subscriber. I remember seeing your comments in like 2015. I literally remember that because you've been here for so long, and I remember you, and I've remembered you all this time because of that. So really appreciate it, man. As I said, we're at 85 members, trying to hit 100 by the end of the stream. So let's get some hype in the chat and try to hit 100 members. So if you pay $2, you get the badges, emojis that Jack and others have been spamming in the chat here. You get Joker emoji, Batman emoji, all that. You get a Batman badge that changes colors the longer you're a member. So some people that you'll see will have blue badges. That means they've been members longer. After a couple more months, their badges will turn red. So really, really cool stuff there. For $5 a month, this is the most popular tier I have, which is called Slickmoth Plus. That means you get a bonus video every single Sunday. So tonight, if you enjoy my commentaries, you get a bonus commentary every single Sunday. So really, really, I didn't want to just do a Patreon where it's like, oh, just support me and I really appreciate it. I wanted to actually bring value to you guys, and that's why I have the membership program. And that's why if you are a member, you get a new video every single Sunday that is only for members, because I really just wanted to add value. And we have a $20 donation now from, let's see, this is from Cyrus. Cyrus, thank you for the $20, man. Really, really appreciate it. Cyrus says, yo, Robert Pattinson Batman, dude. Robert Pattinson Batman looks incredible. I absolutely love it. I'm going to do a whole other video on that later. I don't want to delve too deep into that right now because we're going to focus just on Gotham Knights. But thank you so much for the huge $20 donation. Really, really appreciate it, Cyrus. And I really, really appreciate it. And I can't wait to do my video on the Robert Pattinson Batman movie. There's a lot of interesting, great stuff in that trailer. And I look forward to delving into that and delving into all the details we need to go over there. Okay, so I thought we would kick off by, I gave you the background of where I was and why the stream is a day late and whatnot. So I wanted to give the background of exactly what happened. We have a $5 donation from Kermit Sewerslide. He says, focusing on the Bat family instead is honestly a nice change of pace. That's actually a great segue. Perfect timing with that $5 donation. Thank you, Kermit. I really wanted to talk about that. So thank you for that $5 once again. I totally agree. Here's the thing. I've already seen a transformation because when this game was announced, it was announced to mixed feedback. I had seen a lot of people, they were first freaking out about the game, and then they're like, oh shit, this isn't a Batman game. And I saw the mood kind of change online. I saw a couple people be kind of upset. I saw a couple people feel like they were underwhelmed from what they saw. And they also went from the trailer straight into gameplay. We predicted that here on this channel, and I thought that was a great move. That was a fantastic decision for them to do that. And it ultimately worked out for them. Now, I will say I have critiques of the marketing strategy. I have critiques of the game too, of course, but it's a pre-alpha build. But I will say that two specific marketing critiques that I have that I would not have done if I were in charge of the marketing of this game. First of all, I would not have showed a Mr. Freeze boss fight. What a fucking bold move. No, okay, so W Montreal, we already know that they're going all out. They're doing whatever the hell they want in this game, which is fantastic. I love to see it. But two things. First of all, what a bold move to not have Batman in the game and advertise it as the main marketing point. What you see a lot of times in like comic book movies and whatnot is a character will be in the movie for 10 minutes, like Iron Man in Spider-Man Homecoming, for instance. In the movie for 7 to 10 minutes or something. But he's advertised. Every single scene that Iron Man is in the trailer because they want to market and upsell him. Instead, I think this game is going to be exactly the opposite. Batman is going to be in it a limited amount, whether that be he appears at the end of the game. Keep in mind, this is the most important thing I want everyone to consider. In the Court of Owls run, 2011, Scott Snyder, who created the Court of Owls, who was the main villain of this game, he basically did the same thing with Batman, where Batman had to fake being dead to track down the Court of Owls. The Court of Owls is a vicious secret society. They have hundreds of members, and they have ostentatious wealth, incredible amounts of wealth, power, and influence. They control all of Gotham politically, geopolitically, and otherwise. Socially, they run everything in Gotham, and they are a secret society of multi-billionaires. And the thing is that Bruce Wayne is also a billionaire, which is interesting. And he's kind of like a part of that club in a weird way, but he's not a part of the Court of Owls because he's not a villain and he doesn't want to be a part of a secret society. But the point being is it's a very interesting dynamic that we have going on here. With all of that being said, oh, sorry, let me scroll down the chat. A lot of people, I did a poll the other day. Let's see if I can find it. I think the results were 88% think he's not actually dead. Which sounds about right. I mean, it really is pretty much spot on. I think that it's one of those things where I honestly think that he won't return just because I want to level my expectations. And this gets into the two marketing critiques. So the first marketing critique I have is they should have let us know probably a little more in advance that Batman was not going to be in this game. Because the main negative feedback I'm seeing is people saying, oh, this isn't a Batman game. We thought it was Batman all along. People saying, well, you shouldn't have assumed it was a Batman game. Well, okay, sure, but first of all, the last game that W Montreal made was a Batman game. Moreover, the Court of Owls, who they had been, teasing, that was kind of their main tease throughout the marketing campaign the week prior, and even going back 2 years, is the Court of Owls is a Batman villain. I mean, the Court of Owls is not a Batgirl villain. They're not a Nightwing villain. Those characters are not in the Scott Snyder New 52 run. And that's just something to consider. I think is important context is that you're not crazy if you assume that this would be a Batman game. You're not a terrible person, and I don't think that any of those things. It just is. It is only logical to assume that this game would have been a Batman game. With that being said, I love the decision that they made. It is a bold and strong direction. Again, I mean, the confidence that they have to do this is remarkable, and I commend them for that. I think it's incredible. And with all that being said, there are risks with this. I had said in the past, they are never going to make a Bat Family game. I'd said that. I was wrong. I said they are never going to make a game just off Batgirl because she's not popular enough. Think about the people that watch the Batman movies. Thank you for the $10 donation, Ryan. I'm going to get to that in just a second. Think about, literally, how much has gone into this game, how much time, energy, and effort, and they don't even have Batman to market it. Yes, they have him in the beginning of the trailer only to confirm he's dead. And as I said, Rory, did I miss your donation? I'm sorry if I did. I did not mean to miss anyone's donation. Let me go back, Rory. Kermit, Cyrus, Rory. Oh yes, £2. Sorry, man. I did not mean to miss your donation. I really apologize. I've been with you since 2016, dude. Tell me about it, Rory. Tell me about it. Okay, I'm gonna get your donation in just 1 second, Ryan. Here's the thing: is that so much time and energy went into this, and I think they could have let us know a little bit more in advance of like, hey, we're taking in this bold new direction. Batman's not going to be in this game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is just the perfect timing since the game is about probably a year away. They're probably tying that August to November. Now, we had heard some mumblings from multiple different sources that the game might have come out in November, which means that they could be targeting early 2021. They really could be. They could be doing summer 2021 at the very latest, which I'd love to see. I really hope that's the case. The great thing about W Montreal, about WB more broadly, is that with MK, for instance, they did 4 months between announcement and release. So they could do, 6 months or something, do February of next year. That would be perfect timing, and I would love to see that. So marketing mistake number one, I would say they probably could have leveled our expectations a little bit because you should have known when you confirmed that Court of Owls and that type of thing that everyone was assuming Batman. That's the main way that I see that they could have leveled expectations a little bit and seeded some of this negative feedback because I think a lot of people were expecting, Arkham Origins 2 type of game. They were expecting a sequel to Arkham Knight, and that is not what we're getting at all. Not at all, but in a good way. I'm excited for it, and I think it looks great. My hype level for the game from 1 to 10 is a 9 or a 10. I've said that. K-Wing retweeted my tweet about that with a poll, and I think K-Wing also said 9. I'm at a 9 or 10, so I'm incredibly excited for the game. We are going to react together to the trailer and the footage, if I can even keep up with the chat and all the super chats. Thank you all so much for all the super chats. Let me get to these 2 questions. Let me first answer the other mistake I think they made. Showing the Mr. Freeze boss fight. Wow. Bold decision. The thing with the Mr. Freeze boss fight is one of the best boss fights ever made in video game history. To show that, of course, people are immediately going to compare. And yes, in that boss fight, it does look a little bit like Avengers gameplay in a sense. I think the gameplay looks fantastic. What they're going for is, instead of more hyper-realistic gameplay, like we saw, for instance, in Arkham Knight, it's going to be a little bit more like in Arkham City. You'll see when Batgirl's taking out a bad guy, like she has a bunch of bats flying around her, similar to the ability in Arkham City. And Arkham City was much more of a comic book game than Arkham Knight is a little bit more of a photorealistic superhero game. Okay, I'm getting behind on these super chats. We have 3 in queue. I'm going to read these right now. We are going to watch the CGI trailer. We're going to watch, I'm going to commentate throughout it. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on every aspect of the trailer. I'm going to give you all my thoughts on all the aspects of the gameplay. We got 7 minutes of gameplay. Narrated by the fantastic developer. We now have 4 super chats in queue. Okay, Ryan Walton with the $10. The director said there are only 12 hours into Batgirl story. 4 main characters times 12 hours. That's at least 48 hours of story content, not including DLC or side missions. Freaking out. Ryan, that's exactly the case. Arkham City is a masterpiece. It's a fantastic game. The game is 5 hours long, though. Okay? And think about the potential that we have in this game. The potential in this game is much higher because, as you mentioned, that's what Patrick Redding, I think his title is creative director on the game. Patrick Redding saying we're halfway through Batgirl story, I think he said, or like we'll hear exactly what he said, but 12 hours into Batgirl story, are you kidding me? That means at least 50 hours of story. You've got a massive open world. There's 5 districts in the map. We'll get into that a little bit later. 5 districts in the map. Gigantic open world. We're going to see a little glimpse of the skyline of the map. I think it's all playable. I think that when we go to the Mr. Freeze portion of the map and we see the skyline of Gotham, I think it's actually playable. Not only that, a populated Gotham with civilians driving around. Unbelievable. Such a fantastic development. So here's the thing. I think that in many ways, they listened to a lot of the feedback of what we wanted. They listened to us a lot. They gave us more emphasis on the Bat family. That's what we all wanted for. And now that they're giving it to us, I don't think that we should be critical of them. I understand that we wanted the Bat family's interaction with Batman and the Bat family, but this is a fantastic direction for them to take, and such a bold move. Okay, I'm so behind on these Super Chats. $10 from Ryan. Once again, thank you for the $10. You're absolutely right. We have a fantastic story lined up. Thank you so much, Arrow, for the $5. Okay, let me go in order here. We're hyping the chat. Again, trying to hit 100 members by the end of the stream. Super Chats are greatly appreciated, but if you also want to give $5 instead of a Super Chat, then you can also get a channel membership and get videos every single Sunday that are just for members and get bonus commentary today. If you enjoy this commentary and want to see more, you can pay $5 and get a bonus video today. Okay, $10 from Ryan, who is next in line. Okay, wait, I'm lost. I'm lost in the chat. Okay, there we go. There's Ryan. Next chat. Next comment. We're going to scroll down. There is hype in the chat, boys. I love to see it. Over 600 viewers. You really love to see it. Okay, $5 from Kabir. Thank you for the $5. Personally, I don't think that this group of 4 heroes can take down the Court of Owls. They need Batman to do it. Batman is definitely not dead. Again, that's exactly what they did in the Court of Owls comics. That's a bold creative choice. This is, of course, here's the important thing to consider. This is W Montreal we're talking about. W Montreal. Oh, by the way, the link to the memberships is in the description below. Forgot to mention that. Check the description below if you want a link to become a member. You can click on it there. So, Kabir, this is W Montreal we're talking about. They did the old fake Joker gag part 2 with, the Joker being in the game as, of course, Black Mask. And we could see something similar to that, where, Batman is basically infiltrating the Court of Owls as Bruce Wayne. He's faking his death somehow. I mean, some way. Again, this is in line with the Nightfall Protocol, which is kind of weird that they tease the Nightfall Protocol. But anyway, we'll get into that more later. We have a lot to discuss. Thank you for the $5, Kabir. $5 from Jose Alfredo. Thank you for the $5. Really appreciate it. Do you think that there will be a day and night cycle, and do you think we'll be able to play as a civilian too? Well, as we discussed above, with Mr. Walton with the $10 donation, this is a huge game. Over 50 hours of story, it seems. We're 12 hours into her story progression. I don't know if that's like narrative story per se, but she's doing side missions, doing character beats and shit like that. So I don't know if it'll be a 50-hour campaign. It'll probably be much longer than, say, Arkham City or Arkham Knight. Once again, we want to level our expectations here. We want to be honest about what we're getting. This will be probably the biggest and largest DC game we've ever received. And I think that's a safe thing to say. But I don't know that we want to get into the mindset of, this story will be 100 hours long or whatnot. So thank you for the $5, Jose Alfredo. Great name, by the way. So there are civilians in the game. We know that for sure. And playing as a civilian... Playing as a civilian would be a little weird. I don't know if we're going to do that. But thank you for joining Slick Moth plus General Johnson. Enjoy the members-only video today. And thank you again for that $10 earlier. Really appreciate it, my man. And enjoy the discounted merch. Enjoy the chat emojis, badge, channel badge. And thank you for helping hit my goal of 100 members by the end of the stream. $5 from Forget Me Not. He donates $5 Canadian. He says, my worry is that it's going to be an Arkham Knight situation where comic book readers and even casuals will know the big twist before the game ends. Well, I mean, if we all kind of know it going in, is it even a twist per se? Or is it just something that they're strategically putting Batman to the side? I don't know that this is going to be the here's the thing. Here's the difference. I see what you're saying, but let me rebut you a little bit. The thing with the Arkham Knight tease is that it was intentionally presented in such a way that it's like, who is Jason Todd? Who is the Arkham Knight? They upsold the mystery of it. And when you're upselling the mystery of it, and it's not a mystery, that's the problem. But they're not trying to say, Batman's really not dead. Like, they're not trying to dissuade us from thinking that in any way. They're just presenting the first act of the story. They're setting up the basis. They're saying, okay, here's what's happening. The Bat family believes Batman is dead. Batman has left a code black message. He is dead as far as we know. This is what's going on. That's the thing about it. And with all that being said, I don't really have an issue with that. And I don't think we're being deceived in any way or anything like that. I mean, it's completely logical and sensible for them to be doing this. And I do understand your point, but I think it's apples to oranges to compare the Arkham Knight reveal to this reveal here. So thank you again for the $5. Forget Me Not. On to the next donation. We have K316, a frequent donator. Really appreciate the $5. Do you think Batman will be playable in Gotham Knights? I sure hope so. If not, he could be an add-on DLC character, because as some people have mentioned, there are some added benefits. This is not, though. It has been confirmed via the press release. This is not a games as a service game. It is not. There will be a DLC, of course. Every game has them. Every AAA game has DLC and such. But this is not a games as a service game. But we probably will get DLC characters, and it's one of those things, if Batman isn't in the story, he's not in the main game. Hopefully we'll be able to free roam as him. There's so much potential and opportunity in this game. So much potential, because we are free roaming with the Bat Bike. Imagine we get Batman and we can use the Batmobile. Unbelievable. So much potential with the game. Can't wait to see more. K316, thank you for the $5. The Arrow with the $5. No comment, no question. But thank you for the $5, man. It is greatly appreciated. Really, really appreciated. On to the next Super Chat. We are well over 600 viewers. Hype in the chat. Jake is in the chat. Michael Knight is in the chat. One of my fantastic members. Did I miss any comments? Okay, yeah, we have $2 from the Arrow. Lived in City and Batbike. And is it Damien or Tim? It is Tim. It is confirmed via the character bios, which we'll get into later. It is Tim Drake. K316, I did not skip your Super Chat. I just was kind of backlogged there. Batman will be playable in Gotham Knights. I hope so. I certainly hope so. Secret Kingdom for $5. He said, do you think Damian Wayne will be Robin and Tim will be Red Robin? They could add on DLC later. Right now, the plan is for Tim to be the only Robin, though. And I think they're going to keep the story pretty straightforward and simple. I don't anticipate they're going to be introducing Red Robin versus Damian. Although, as I said, a character DLC pack where we can play as Damian, that would be a perfect mix. They already got the Batbike mechanics from the canceled Batman game earlier. So that would be fantastic. Do you think Midler trophies will come back for Mr. Arkham? That's a good question. The thing is, Mr. Arkham, we already have seen this is such a huge departure. It's such a huge departure from Arkham. I think they're going to ban it altogether, and I think they should. I mean, the Riddler trophies, they're an archaic thing that they need to move away from, in my personal opinion. Thank you for the $2, Mr. Arkham. Okay, I think we're caught up on the Super Chats. Keep sending them in. I can get back to the questions. For now, we are going to go full screen, and as I said, thank you, not Michael Knight, sorry, General Johnson, for helping me hit my membership goal. We are going to react to both the trailer. Wait, what is this? Oh, wait, no, we don't want that. Let me pull this up here. Display capture. Perfect. Okay, we're going to block out this. Perfect. Okay, can you guys see my screen? We're going to go full screen on this. Please let me know if the audio is okay. I'm going to pull up the chat. Let me know that you can hear the audio. I'm going to do a quick audio check before we get into this. Let me know that you can see my audio. Let me know you can see the screen. You should be able to. I'm just making sure desktop audio is good. My mic audio is good. Okay, we should be good. We should be good. I just want to make sure. Okay, just leave a quick mic check in the comments. Let me know how everything sounds. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. As I said, I've been waiting for this for so long. If you guys also would leave a like on the stream, it's greatly appreciated. Mr. Freeze is going to be a consistent villain in the game. Is it too loud? Or it's too quiet? I'll turn it up a little bit. Okay, that should be better. All right, boys, we're going full low. Everyone's saying low. I'm buying this. Yep, audio working. Okay, let's get right into it. Cut one, go. Oh, that's why it was low. That's why it was low.
In breaking news, we've received reports of an explosion somewhere north of the city.
We're still waiting for the police to confirm if there are any victims. This story is evolving rapidly. Please bear with us.
I still can't believe we're watching this, dude. Like, think about how long we've waited for this. Unbelievable.
Body buried in the wreckage.
I need some water.
Waiting for further details.
That a large portion of the building has actually collapsed.
In international news, an explosion rocked Gotham City earlier today.
And I'm so happy for W Montreal, Patrick Redding, Jeff Eleanor, all the team. They really deserve this moment. They've had years and years of hard work, and I'm very happy for them right now. Very, very happy for them. Game looks beautiful. Definitely has more of a comic book look to it than a game like Arkham Knight. It's more of a futuristic comic book look. I love it.
If you're watching this, I'm dead. This is a code black.
He looks quite similar to Bruce, actually.
Automatically triggered when I destroyed
you can see the wheelchair there, confirming that she used to be
no, it won't take long
crippled.
for Gotham's criminals to realize the Batman is gone. And you can't count on the GCPD.
Barbara's tearing up because Jim is dead. Bruce was like her second father. So she lost both of her fathers in this universe.
I'm leaving you the Belfry as base of operations.
Belfry, Central Tower in Gotham, base of operations for the Gotham Knights. That is Tim Drake, not Damien. Tim Drake.
I know you'll keep Gotham safe. Good luck. And goodbye.
Fuck yeah, this part is so good, dude. Are those real guns? I can't tell. Or are they tasers? Dude. This music is so good. These little parts right here where they fucking... Who is that? What are they at? Is that Anarchy? Is that Anarchy's people? Look at this part, dude. Let's go. Oh my god. Look at those moves. You can't do it. That's cool. Great suit. Great suit for... That's also a great suit. We'll be able to customize it too. I think those are bullets. They are. Oh shit. I like Batgirl's design. It's really good. I mean, I prefer the black suit. But the purple, that looks great too. I love both. They both look good. Look at that free roam flying, baby. Let's go. How can he can teleport? Dual play takedown. That's like in Injustice 2, you know, or in Injustice 1. Her ultimate ability. Free roam Batbike gameplay for all 4 characters. Mr. Freeze boss fight. What a fantastic trailer. This part is so good. They did the Court of Owls so well. This is not Talon. That's Talon, obviously. So fucking creepy.
Not a whisper word is said. For if you try to crush them, then the town strikes you dead.
Oh, is that Talon in there? What a great trailer. Well done. I mean, this part right here, when they, like, this part is so good, bro. I can't believe, who would have guessed 15 years ago? These characters, you have to understand, these characters were basically irrelevant 15 years ago. They were popularized in the late 90s, and by Chuck Dixon in the late 90s, by the animated series. These were B-list, C-list, D-list characters. And I mean, unbelievable. I can't believe it. I can't believe we are getting a game on the Bat family. To me, this is the best thing they could have done. It really is. We have the complete Batman Arkham collection with 4 fantastic Batman Arkham games. I do not want Arkham Knight to be the last Batman Arkham game ever made. Okay? I would love to see another Arkham-style Batman game. I would love to see a sequel to Arkham Knight. I'd love to see a sequel to Arkham Knight, like... I love, whatever. I don't care. I would love to see another Arkham-style Batman game. This is something completely different. It is bold, and it looks great. And it's just a great way to delve into these characters. You know, my main complaint, this is the #1 critique I have of the Batman Arkham games. By the way, I heard we have several Super Chats or memberships. I will take a look at those in just a second. I'm not forgetting you. I'm just full screen right now. So, my main complaint, think about it in Arkham City. We never see Oracle. We never see Barbara. We see Tim Drake Robin for 4 seconds. We never see Dick Grayson. I mean, now we are getting full games with these characters. Fantastic characters. For many of us, myself included, Barbara Gordon and Dick Grayson are in my top 5 favorite comic book characters of all time. And I hope that they will be in others as well. And after this game, we're going to get Batgirl movies. We're going to get Nightwing movies once these characters are popularized. I mean, this is so great for the Batman mythos and lore. This is such a huge development for the Bat family. And the other thing I was worried about is you've got to consider that. Sorry, we're going to go back. We haven't even seen the gameplay yet. The other thing we have to consider is that in Gotham Knights, Belfry, so when you pull this up, in the Gotham Knights comic book run, you can see the main characters. Batwoman, don't like Batwoman. Batgirl is my favorite comic book character of all time. Batwoman, I don't like. I just don't like her. I find her to be unlikable and annoying. But Clayface, cool character that would be fun to play as. Hopefully he'll be DLC. Orphan should be DLC. Spoiler should be DLC. Tim Drake, who we're playing as. Batwing, that would be cool. Batwing is typically Lucius's son. Although not always. There's several people that have taken on that, but yeah, typically that will be Lucius Fox's son. And then Azrael, that would be really cool to play as. I'm gonna get to these super chats right now since I'm really far behind on them. Dude. Look at that open world. This is the Belfry. This is the tower. Look at that. Do you think we... Here's the map. This is the whole map. Look how big it is. 5 districts of the map. I don't know. Is that Anarchy's people? I have no idea. I can't tell. I think it's Anarchy. I don't know. It's definitely a comic book video game. I mean, look at that. So good. It's a comic book video game. They have the gargoyles again. Nightwing looks great. Dude, we get to play as Red Hood, bro. Instead of just a 10-minute story DLC and Arkham Knight shitty DLC, a real game based on Red Hood. Dude, these two... Like, I can't fucking believe this. I cannot believe this. It's been 24 hours. I still can't believe it. This is like vintage DC Comics right here. Vintage DC. And she's got the purple suit. Again, I really like the black suit because I was big into the Gail Simone 2011 run. That's what made Batgirl, you know, that's what really solidified her for me. This is vintage DC Comics. These are their iconic suits. The black and blue, iconic. The purple and gold, this is iconic for Batgirl. It looks fantastic. I love it. So I like both the character designs. Again, I'm the toughest to please for both of these character designs. You know, I'd maybe make Batgirl's hair a little longer. Okay, I'm nitpicking. It looks great. Okay, keep going. Yeah, the short hair is fine, actually. It looks fine. It's good. Wait, what is that? Who is that going invisible? Who the fuck is that? Is that... I can't tell. Here's the fear multi... Or not the fear multi takedown. The dual play takedown. Free roam. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hold up. I gotta pause it at the right time. Look at this open world free roam. Look at this. Look at that. You see that? Populated Gotham. Populated Gotham. Street corner. This is what we've been waiting for, boys. And girls. Love it. Red. Oh, this is Robin. Okay, Robin is teleporting. Watchtower uplink. Okay, that's cool. Again, look at this. Oh, it's so good. Look at that. Look at that. Where are they? They're in some lab. That looks cool. That's her injustice ability. She jumps up in the air. Remember her ultimate ability? She jumps up in the air and does that. Dude, that looks so sick. This is like, it's like in the lieu of like Injustice with how comic booky it is, but it's going to be a full story. The story is going to be better than Injustice. No offense to Injustice story. The Injustice story games, they're okay. They're okay. I mean, Evil Superman and whatnot. Well, we have a whole more to talk about. Evil Superman is okay if we're playing as the Suicide Squad fighting him, but in our game where he's supposed to be our hero, not so much. Anyway, presuming. So you can see we've switched between dual playing with Robin and Batgirl, Nightwing and Batgirl. That's great. That part is cool. She sends out. So she sends out these Batwings or these. Why am I blanking? Hello, Batarangs. What the fuck? I don't know. I couldn't think of that. Now look at this. We got a skyscraper here. This is the Belfry. Belfry, however you want to say it. I don't care. This is GCPD. Of course, Barbara's dad is dead. In this universe, this is not connected to Batman Arkham, all worth mentioning. This might be a Riddler puzzle. This kind of looks like Riddler shit. Something that Riddler would make you do. Also, there is wall running in this game. We saw from the Batgirl gameplay, there is wall running. Yeah, wall running there. Look at that. Beautiful. We'll watch this one more time. I know we already saw it, but...
No one talks about them.
Dude, this part is so creepy. Dude, the core vowels are creepy as shit.
Not a whisper word is said. For if you try to...
This is a great villain choice to differentiate it from the Batman Arkham games of, like, you know, Two-Face or Penguin. Great choice.
Strikes you dead.
I couldn't think of a better choice than the Court of Owls. I really couldn't. Okay, I know we have so many super chats on behind on. I promise I'm going to get to them. I promise I'm going to get to the memberships. I'm going to take a look really quickly at the chat and just make sure. $50? What the fuck? You, Trev Walker? $50? Just oh, Jay's the GOAT, by the way. $50 Justice League Portal makes Robin teleport. I think Hush has a role in this. About Bruce Wayne gone. The Court of Owls has the real Bruce Wayne. Every character has to upgrade their suits. You can upgrade. I noticed that. Did you notice about with Batgirl how she basically had a different cowl? Like when she was fighting Mr. Freeze, you'll see she has a different cowl. Dude, $50, Trev? Thank you so much. Okay, I know. Thank you for joining Slickmoff plus Michael Crane. Thank you, Brohan. I don't want to breeze by this. I'm going to go right back. I want to watch the gameplay right now. I cannot believe the $50. I'm going to revisit these super chats. Hopefully the audio sounds good. Please mention me. Who's behind you? You fuck you guys. Okay, we're going to get right into the gameplay. We need to watch this gameplay right now. And Gotham Knights gameplay. It's only 7 minutes, and then I'm going to go through. I'm going to revisit the $50 donation, all that. I promise I'm not trying to neglect you guys. Again, really help you. We are 88 members now. Trying to hit 100 by the end of the stream. Let's get it. Okay, cut one. Go. IGN. And hopefully this is narrated by our boy Patrick Redding, creative director on Gotham Knights. Because there's one version without commentary and there's one version with.
Patrick Redding.
Oh, it is. Okay, here he is. He's talking good. Just want to make sure. So this is pre-alpha. That means that this game is probably a little bit away. You know, if it was going to come out this year, it would be in beta. Pre-alpha, yeah, we're looking at probably mid 2021. Or late 2021. Mid 2021 at the earliest. Look at this. Do they all have a bit different bat bikes? I like the Batgirl bat. That looks good. So you can see it's snowing. Snowing in Gotham.
Look at our game.
What is that? Rock. ROC? I can't tell. Okay, I'm overanalyzing this. We're just going to let it roll. I'll do a break. Notice, populated Gotham.
We're going to look at a short clip from one of Gotham Knight's villain crimes in a pre-alpha build. This mission is halfway through the Mr. Freeze storyline, and we're playing Batgirl a dozen or so hours into her character progression.
Oh, a dozen hours into her story progression. We're halfway through. Robin joined the session. Interesting. You can see Robin joined up here. GCN, that's Gotham City News. It's a news outlet. We got some bars. Looks like a very lively city. We have civilians running around. Dude. Hell yes. This is the biggest improvement they could have made to the game, probably. This part looks good. Like how she can I hope that we can call the Bat Bike like we did in Arkham Knight. That would be great.
Agenda that involves manipulating the weather to flash freeze the city. An important goal for Gotham Knights was that players can play
some tall buildings,
either solo or in two-player co-op.
Great looking map. Okay, you can see the level up system over here.
How to access the Justice League satellite for short-range teleportation. while Batgirl has mastered some more familiar techniques.
It's a level 10 guy. So you can notice Batgirl's cowl is different than it was in the trailer. So there's probably customization. There's the wall running. Wall running is...
New ones of her own.
There you go. She's deploying an ability. I don't know what that is. It's looks cool though. That's where it's more of a comic book game. You know, it's not like Arkham Knight where it's like you're throwing a batarang, you pull it out of your back and you throw it. I guess it's kind of unrealistic because you pull out a stun gun out of your back, which is kind of stupid. But, you know, it's a comic book game. Like, it is a comic book superhero video game. You've got these bats around her. It's not photorealistic, per se, or realistic in the truest sense. It's a comic book game. That's Renee Montoya, part of the GCPD. Sometimes portrayed as Barbara Gordon's friend. We'll see if they have a friendship. That would be good. You can see Alfred's character design and what he looks like in the game.
GCPD chopper made that part easy. This doesn't look up to code.
Now here's the part. Like, look at that. That's Wayne Tower. Look at this skyline. Do you think we can go all over here? I hope we can. I think we might be able to. Like, if so, this map is gigantic. If we can. There's the GCN. We already passed that, so I think so. I'm so glad they went with Barbara Gordon, Batgirl. Amazing choice. I'm so thrilled with that.
If anyone asks, I meant to do that.
I won't say a word.
I wonder if they record, every character records character lines so they can feed off of one another. That's great. If so, very, very thorough. That's why the game's taken so long. Because you can play this mission presumably with other characters.
Players approach each challenge with their preferred style and their preferred build.
I don't know what he exactly means by build. We'll have to see more. If you remember, this was in the teaser yesterday. Build maybe in your combat abilities. You can see 24 meters away. You can see where Batgirl is. The enemies drop something when you take them down. It's a good takedown. Nice. That's a takedown there. So these are Freeze's guys because they all have the freeze guns. They're shooting at Babs now. They can hurt each other. That's a cool ability. I hope you can L2 and triangle to Batclaw people like in the Arkham games. That would be cool. Dual play takedown maybe? Yep, dual play takedown. Nice. Now we're going to see Mr. Freeze here in a little bit. You can see you can also, like, that's a long distance to grapple up, so.
These cables on the floor. Guaranteed they lead to freeze. Belfry, status.
So Alfred is also in the Belfries.
We need to stop this now.
Wait, did he say countless dead? Okay, so yeah, he did.
Almost there. I see the weather machine. Ready with the disruptor.
That thing's drawing so much power.
This might be a side mission. Can you imagine that if this is a side mission? You notice her cowl's a little different here. I don't know if, so you can probably customize the suits. That would be great if you can.
It's charging.
Again, this is like a legit comic book video game that's more in line with the animated series than a photorealistic movie.
You don't want to be on the roof when this disruptor goes off. Trust me.
Irrelevant. I already have what I need. The storm has risen over Gotham. Nothing can stop it.
We'll see about that.
You cannot run from me!
Whoa.
An important element of Gotham Knights is that as the player increases in power and ability, their foes keep pace. So confronting a villain like Mr. Freeze can be a very different proposition at level 5 or at level 15. And not just in terms of stats, but in the kinds of attacks and defenses they bring to bear.
Okay, that's good. See, that's important. It can't just be the health, as Patrick said. That's a great creative choice.
Confronting a villain like Mr. Freeze can be a very...
I think we'll listen to exactly what he says, but I think he says that not just in terms of how much health they have. That's the biggest problem with Marvel's Avengers is it's just like all that changes is how much health they have, the robots have and shit. You know, it should be like when you become a higher level, you have more abilities, which means that it's not just like... yeah, you know, they have more health. Mr. Freeze has more health at level 15 versus 5. Well, duh, but he also should be more intelligent, have other moves and other defenses he can utilize, etc.
different proposition at level 5.
I think that's what he says. Let's double check.
And not just in terms of stats, but in the kinds of attacks and defenses they bring to
Yeah,
bear.
the kinds of attacks. Yeah.
And that was just a short peek at Gotham Knights. We're going to have more to show you in the future.
Wow. I mean, it looks great. It looks fantastic. I still can't believe I had a $50 donation. We're going to switch back to this one. Yeah. So let's go back through our super chats here. Thank you all for sticking with me there as I tried to go through that. And let's see. Where's my... Here we go. Okay, fantastic. Let me just make sure everything looks good. Yeah, it does. Okay, great. Okay, let me go through the super chats that I missed. Let me go all the way back. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any. Drav Walker, welcome to the Slick Mafia. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Let me see here. Hold up one second. Just double checking. I didn't miss anything. Okay, Tyler Smith's 4Gaming, not Jose Angel. What is the last one I read? Okay, the Arrow super chatted $2. Lived in City and Batbike. Let's see. Hold up. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. The Arrow super chatted $5. I already read that. Mr. Arkham. Okay, this is the most recent one. Riddler trophies. Do you think they'll come back? I answered that. Super Kingdom super chatted $5. Do you think Damian Wayne will be Robin and Tim will be Red Robin? No, Tim Drake is Robin. Damian Wayne is not in the game. He could be a playable character at some point, but he is not currently. K316 is super chatted $5. Okay, yeah, we'll now do a quick Q&A. We're going to talk about everything that we saw. I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'm going to give you my thoughts on each of the character gameplay. I do have some thoughts about the gameplay, both positive and negative feedback. Mostly positive, so yeah, I mean, mostly positive impression. My hype for the game is 9 out of 10. Everything looks great. I can't wait. We're at 800 viewers. Unbelievable, guys. So great to see all of you excited about it as well. We're also going to get into calls later, so you guys can give your thoughts, but definitely be sure to send in your super chats with questions and your thoughts as well. We might not get to calls if there are too many, if we have a lot of super chats and stuff to get through, we might just keep it this way for now and do calls later in the week in another stream. That could be fun. So anyway, let's get to it. So, Mr. Arkham, Riddler trophies, Damian Wayne. I answered that. K316 super chatted $5 more. I already read that. The Arrow super chatted $2. Lived in City and Batbike. Yes, that looks great. Okay, I had actually already answered these. Forget Me Not super chatted $2. I appreciate the new art style. Batgirl's my main. Big facts, man. Batgirl's my main for sure. Thank you for the $2. Tyler Smith donated $5. How big is the map? Well, we don't know exactly, but we know that it's in 5 quadrants. So there's 5 parts of the map, and we can kind of get an angle when we look over the side there and see a little bit of the map. It's very large, so I mean, it looks pretty good. Thank you for the $5. Tyler Smith had super chatted $2. Tim Drake has biggest. Yeah. Sure. We'll go with that. Thank you for the $2, Tyler. Brohan1181, who had already donated $3 earlier, he donates $5 more and says, "What villains do you want to see in the game? Poison Ivy and Anarchy." Can we confirm? Was that Anarchy? I think it was, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. Please verify for that to make sure. Please let me know. I think those were Anarchy's guys that we saw there. Okay. Drav Walker super chatted $50. Unbelievable, man. You're a maniac. Thank you so much. And again, he said, "Just League Portal makes Robin teleport. I think Hush has a role in this about Bruce Wayne." Dude, that's a great thought, Drav. I didn't even think about that. The Court of Owls has the Bruce Wayne. Yeah, they could have kidnapped him, and he basically... The Court of Owls might have sent him a message and said, "We're going to kill all the Bat family if you do not tell them right now you're dead. And do not tell all of Gotham you're dead." So that could have been the play there. Every character has to upgrade their suits. You can upgrade each suit like God of War. Great thoughts, Drev Walker. Again, $50, man. Such an incredible and generous donation. I really, really appreciate it. $2 from Michael Crane. He's super chatted, "Going to be pissed if I can't fight Talon as Batman." Well, dude, that could be the third act of the game. You really never know. You never know. So all I'm saying, Michael, is that we want to keep our expectations leveled. They told us this is not a Batman game. So we want to go into this game with the expectation of, if Batman is in the game, that is a pleasant surprise. That is something we weren't expecting. That is a huge shock, and we got to be excited about that. We don't want to go in the game of like, oh, they're lying. Batman's definitely going to be there. And then when he's not, then people are going to be butthurt. Again, we want to have limited sort of expectations, and we want to have the potential to be excited and hyped about these things, but we also want to be honest with ourselves about what's going to happen here. And the fact of it is, the creative director on the game came out on the panel and said, "This game does not have Batman in it. This game is about Batman dying and the Bat family coming in. After Batman Arkham Knight, Batman is presumed to be dead. Of course, he's not either. This game is not connected to Batman Arkham." Here's the thing, we need to just be cognizant of the fact that if Batman shows up, if he doesn't or does, we need to be okay with it either way. And that's what I really think we need to be in that mindset. Thank you for the $2. Vishal super chatted $5. "Can you go into more detail about W. Montreal's second game? I haven't heard anyone else talk about it." I can't. I have no idea what it is. No clue at all. So just as much as me. And we'll have to wait and see more. Maybe they could announce it this year, and that could be their game for 2023. What I'd really like to see is, going forward, a cadence of a new DC game every year, and that looks like what they're going to do. It really does, because Suicide Squad is going to come out 2022, and W Montreal, their second game, is going to come out, hopefully, in 2023. So that's a great way to stagger the content there. That will be fantastic. Thank you for the $5, Vishal. Greatly appreciated. Brandon donated $4. "Will it be hard to market without Batman, him being alive?" Well, maybe, but if you notice, they started the trailer with Batman. That wasn't an accident. They didn't start the trailer with Bruce Wayne as an accident. Every single bio that you read about this game, every single trailer that you see in the marketing of this game is going to say, "Oh, well, Bruce Wayne is dead. Bruce Wayne is dead. Bruce Wayne is dead." In the game, when you're watching it, the Court of Owls, they're going to say, "Batman, Batman, Batman." And in the game, they're going to be talking about Batman. So, Batman, his impact is going to be felt on the game, whether he's in it or not, whether he's alive or not. Batman's going to be important to this game, because this is the Gotham Knights, and Batman is the OG Gotham Knight. He started it all. And, I think that's very important to consider. Very important to consider. So, great point, great thoughts. We'll just have to wait and see. Thank you for the $4, Brandon. Radicals 500 donates $4.99. He says, "I hope the Bat bikes aren't the only thing we can ride." Well, it looks like with all these characters, they do have Bat bikes. Here's the thing. As I said in the past, think about Batman Arkham Knight. When you are driving around with the Batmobile on Arkham Knight, Batmobile free roam gameplay. The reason that there are no civilians in the game is because when you are driving around in the Batmobile, you will murder anyone you run over. So what they do to explain this is they say, "Oh, like that car right there, if you knock it out of the way," whoa, that was really weird. If you run over a guy, it shocks them, it knocks them out of the way. This person cannot drive. What gameplay did we find? Holy shit. Anyway, yeah, he would eviscerate all of these cars. I mean, this car, he just murder everybody. And it's okay in this game because you're running over the bad guys. And this Batmobile gameplay is unwatchable. What did I click on? Oh my god. It's literally unwatchable. He doesn't know how to steer. Anyway, so those guys are dead. Those guys are dead. But it's okay because, oh, they're bad guys. We're running over bad guys. We can't do that with the Batmobile with civilians. We can't run into the, at fucking 200 miles per hour in the Batmobile and murder a whole family with 3 kids in the back seat, But with the Batbike, if you get in an accident, the only one that gets hurt is our heroes, which is okay, obviously. So, that's the thing to consider. That's why they made the choice that they did. Free roam as DLC. We could see other vehicles, but I think that they're going to go with the Batbikes. I think it's the best decision. You've got to make compromises when it comes to making other gameplay mechanics work. So that's what I think they're going to do. But thank you again for the $5. Let's see. We have more super chats in here. Lance with the $5. Thank you again for the $5. Lance, he says, you think they could possibly be a little bit of a Battle for the Cow storyline? That'd be interesting. I think they're going to be more allied with one another. Although that's a great point, Lance. Here's the thing. Oh, sorry. K-Wing's going in the back. Great YouTuber, by the way. Make sure you're subbed if you're not already. But here's one thing I noticed. If we go to this gameplay trailer, you will notice. Let's go to the world reveal. World reveal, Gotham Knights. You will notice when we go to Red Hood is playing. He's using guns. Look at that. Okay, so he's going to here. He's punching. Those are guns. You see the shell casing? Here, I'll show you the shell casing. You see that shell casing right there? Right there, shell casing. That guy is getting fucking blasted away. A Batarang doesn't do that. He's dead. Probably? It could be tasers. They could be high-powered tasers that just take you. There might be some way they explain that way. I hope that's true because I don't like a Bat family that kills. And if it is the case that he is killing, then I hope it's Battle for the Cow. Absolutely. You've got to have the rest of the Bat family, fight to retain the Bat family if he is killing. That's my personal opinion because we don't want a Bat family that kills in any way. Okay, thank you for the $5, Lance. We have another donation from Jose Alfredo. I think it's your third of the day. Appreciate the super chat. How is Nightwing and Red Hood going to roam around the city if they can't glide around? Well, I think it's going to be similar to, we have Catwoman from Arkham City. So there's some gameplay to sample off of there. Each character is going to play very differently. The other thing is Tim Drake Robin. He teleports around, so each character will probably have unique abilities to get around the map and teleport around and that type of thing. So we'll just have to wait and see what we have to discuss there. But yeah, the Battle for the Cal idea is very interesting. We're just going to have to wait and see if they pursue that direction. Probably not. But, you never know. The other thing that I wanted to do, let's go back here. I wanted to go through my tweet reactions. I tweeted and had a really big tweet that got a lot of attention where I asked what people think about the reveal in the game. And, I've had want to roll through that here. Okay, let me see if I can find it. And basically, I just asked, what are your thoughts on the reveal? Comment your thoughts below. And this is where I want to get into your opinions. You guys have been asking questions. I want you to give me your thoughts. I want you to give your opinions. I've given you my thoughts. I think the game looks great. I'm hyped about it. But this game was met with mixed reaction. And that's something that we have to consider is that this game did have a mixed initial reaction. And there was a lot of negative feedback that I saw to the game, and we're going to go through that. We're going to go through the positive feedback. A lot of the comments in this are that people were disappointed, and I want to go through that. I don't want to ignore those comments just because my opinion is I'm excited. Thank you for the $5, the Radicals 500. I hope they won't make the level system to the point where you can't do a mission unless you're a certain level. It sounded like, if you remember, what he said was that if you're level 5 versus level 20, Mr. Freeze is going to be completely different. I think that's more the direction that they're going with it. Also, I'm going to tweet out my stream really quickly. Still live. Hashtag Gotham Knights. We're going to attach this thumbnail. just so everyone knows what we're doing here. Okay, perfect. Just wanted to make sure that we had the link there. Perfect. Okay, so let's go through everyone's reactions to this. I want to know, and as I said with the comments, you guys have been asking a lot of questions, which is great. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the super chat questions. Now send in super chats and your questions and comments and all that, your questions on or comments on what you think about the game. What did you think about the reveal? Are you excited with this direction? Did you want to see Batman? Are you pissed that there's no Batman? I mean, that's really the main thing. Are you pissed that this is not a Batman game? Are you excited with what we've seen so far? I want to know your honest opinions and thoughts. Just be very honest. You can be negative, you can be positive, you can be excited, you can be disappointed. Let's get into that part of the chat where we really delve into our opinions on the game. Since I feel like I've been lecturing at you guys for an hour. I don't want to lecture, I want to discuss. So let's get into some of the feedback that I've seen. Also, let me get some caffeine gum. We're going for a good bit here, so let me get my Neuro gum. Also, this is a subtle plug, but I actually am sponsored by them. I did not mean to do this. This is not planned. I typically chew it before, and I don't promo, but link in the description below if you want Neuro gum. It's fantastic. It has caffeine in it. Wakes you up. It also has B12 vitamins to give you more energy as well. Check the link in the description below if you'd like to purchase. It's like $20 for a whole pack of six sleeves of them. So it's really quite cheap and a great product. Okay. So Omer says it looks great. I'm excited for it, but it feels kind of weird because there's no Batman. Well, now to what Rocksteady's been up to all this time. Jay Bened said, looks really good in my opinion. People need to stop crying about everything, but it's game, so people are going to be mad. Khalid Brooks, who is a big Marvel fan, he said, looks interesting. Odd that we're getting 2 games as a service games. The only thing, Khalid, is that Khalid, can you please tell me how to say your name? I actually don't know. I just call you Miles Morales because you're Miles Morales. This game has been confirmed to not be a games as a service game. This has a robust story in single player, so that's something to keep in mind that everyone should be cognizant of. Brotherhood of Shadows, disappointed a lot. I don't feel like it's a Batman game. Well, that's because it's not. So it's definitely not. All those colors, RPG elements, and superpowers. Robin teleporting. Nightwing doing a tornado. Not a fan at all. They should have kept it with Arkham, like with the Bat Family and Batman fighting the Elves. Amir Gaming looks great and is way better than the Avengers. It seems WB is going to ruin the plot because Bruce Wayne's death when Rocksteady just 100% confirmed his death was fake way back in 2017. Lone Wolf, this is not connected to Gotham Knights. Batman Arkham in any way, so keep that in mind. Kate says, I'm going to try it with an open mind regardless, but I'm not a huge fan of it so far. Jessica says, looks sick. People need to understand that the Batman series is over. This is Bat Family. Not that it won't include Batman, but they shouldn't expect him in a massive role. I think you're exactly right, Jessica. That's spot on. Slick Muff, you need to do a poll. I'm curious to see the love-hate ratio. Don't know how anyone could do it, but some do. B-Tech Avengers game, very disappointing. Well, the game looks really good, but some stuff is just blowing me off, like the combat and mechanics I saw in the gameplay. The combat, for example, feels so much like the Avengers game, but I really like the traversal. The bike and grappling seem smoother. Populated Gotham. It is very smooth gameplay. Looks great. Looks different. I'm excited to see more. I'm excited. Day says, I'm actually pretty excited for it. Definitely a bit of what an Arkham game, what everyone expected, but I'm guessing Suicide Squad will be more like that. Can't wait to play as Dick and Jason. Kevin says exactly what I wanted to give Bruce a break. We had 4 entirely focused games on Batman, while DC got so much amazing characters. It's not a Flash or Superman game, but a Bat Family game. And frankly, I'd rather have a Bat Family game than a Flash game, in my personal opinion. But that's just me because I'm a big DC fan, Batman fanboy. So a lot of comments here. A lot of people are positive. I'd say it's overwhelmingly positive. But if we go to the WB Games Montreal page, I think I remember seeing a good amount of negative comments that received a lot of thumbs up. I said hype. Are you kidding? It looks like Fortnite. Wow. Night of Darkness, he follows me. He said, such a huge disappointment. Basic combat and infiltration. Seen and reviewed, but less well than in the Arkhams. I wanted to play Batman, not his minions. Nothing more to say. Wow. Interesting. Look how they massacred my boy. Levels, multiplayer, what did you do? That is 287 likes. I mean, literally, my positive comment got fucking ratioed relative to this. So this is where we get into like some of the negative feedback. We've been leading with my excitement and my hype, but the reality is that this game was reached with mixed feedback. I mean, this is a game that was met with very mixed reception and feedback. So we're going to get into that a little bit as well, and just be genuine and upfront about the feedback for this game. I could be the one that's like ignores it and just, tries to be like a hype leader, but I don't think that's, I'm not really interested in doing that. I think that we should be honest about where people are at with this game right now. Okay. So, the most thumbed up comment response is a very negative comment. Okay. Here's another really negative one. Graphics look crap. Massive step backwards from Arkham Knight. Combat looks suspect. Is Robin teleporting? WTF. What lunatic thought it was a good idea to make a Batman game with no Batman? Well, that's the thing. They're not making a Batman game. It's not a Batman game with no Batman. It's a Gotham Knights game. So even, I don't agree with that feedback. The gameplay, I do see what some people are saying about the gameplay. Overall, I think the gameplay looks good. I mean, everyone disliked that. 384 likes. Wow. But nope, I loved it. The graphics look beautiful. Combat looks good. And the story is what I wanted. I love Bruce Wayne being able to really play as Nightwing and Red Hood is what I wanted. I mean, I agree. Why does this look like the DC version of Avengers? Honestly, doesn't look exciting so far. It wasn't the co-op that killed it for me. It was the leveling gear system and the basic boss battles. Do they not remember the Mr. Freeze? This is exactly what I said. River makes a good point. Comparing the Mr. Freeze boss fight in Arkham City, one of the best boss fights ever made in video game history. Comparing that to... it's difficult. It was a bold choice. It wasn't a good choice. It wasn't a good choice. They shouldn't have done that. Because immediately, we're thinking as Arkham fans, we're comparing. And of course, it's not going to compare to Mr. Freeze. How can you even compete with that? It's one of the best boss fights ever made. Right? So I actually agree with that general sentiment of like, yeah, Mr. Freeze, I wouldn't have done that. And yeah. So it's a live service. Everyone was level 10. The enemies were still damaged sponges, and the damage numbers had standard and critical hits, which is the worst shit ever. Fuck this game. All this hype is for nothing. Wow. This is even more negative than I thought it was. What in the world? What do they do this? I'm so upset. Like, I thought we'd get a solid Batman game like Arkham Origins from W Montreal. Not this. Bit confused while I was watching as the game strictly co-op. It's both. Everything we wanted in a Batman game, at least for me, it's living. There's actual cars driving. There's co-op. Okay, there's a good comment. Positive comment. Looks exactly like Avengers but DC. I'm so mad right now. But now they've got the Red Hood thing in there. Like, I think there's been a 24-hour cool-off period where people were triggered that it's no Batman, and now they're starting to accept it a little bit. I do understand the Avengers comment. I do, and I don't know. I almost think they should have. And it's fine. This is a pre-alpha. So, I mean, this is the thing. It's going to be important for them to give them feedback. Ultimately, they're making the game they want to make. Okay, this is their game. And we can't dictate what game they want to make. But we can be honest about what we want to see. And yes, if I were them, I probably would have leaned a little bit more into the free flow combat. I would have borrowed just a tad more from free flow. I'm fine with like the Bat Family stuff. I'm fine with getting rid of Batman. I'm fine with changing some of the progression system stuff. But we don't want this to be a looter game. And we don't want this to be like, I don't know. I understand some people's concerns. I do want to be very careful about what I say because I think that everything looks exciting that we've seen so far. But I do think that they should be careful about, abandoning the familiar too much. And I think that it would be a great medium to maybe incorporate the free flow Arkham combat a tad more. Because you think the main critique that we had of the gameplay in Arkham Knight for Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl was that they didn't have enough gadgets. I think what they've done great is that they've added more gadgets and abilities and like unique gameplay. They're making all four of these characters fully fleshed out characters that we can play as. Batgirl is going to play completely differently than Robin in terms of their abilities and in terms of level up progression, that type of thing. That's a great move. That's fantastic. That's what they should have done. I think the problem that people have is that it does kind of depart a good amount from Arkham Knight, and really, Arkham Knight had fantastic gameplay. It's just that Batgirl and Robin were underserved. So I think there could have been a nice compromise where they go in the direction where, you know, you could have the stuff where the bats fly around her and take out people, where you know, Nightwing does like a kickflip and he makes a tornado. Real comic book shit you see in a comic book or Injustice or something, while also retaining the Arkham free flow combat just a tad more. And maybe when we play the game, we'll feel like, oh, this really does, you know, retain a lot from Arkham. We'll just have to wait and see. I missed a super chat, $5 from Christian. I hate that there's RPG leveling and damage indicators. If I'm a level 20 goon that I can't beat up because I'm level 10, that would be stupid. I do agree, Christian. We want to be careful about that. That's my biggest critique of Marvel's Avengers. So I totally agree, Christian. Thank you for the $5. Okay, these are the tweets. Okay, I want to get into my chat. I want you guys to comment right now. I'm putting the chat full screen so that everyone can read this. Okay, I'm going to use the restroom right quick. I got to take a really quick break. I'll be back in 90 seconds. And I want you all to read and discuss with one another what you think about this game. And give me your feedback. What do you think about not including Batman? What do you think about the characters they've selected? What do you think about the gameplay, the free roam, the story? Leave all of your thoughts. We're going to discuss this for another 30 minutes. And then I'm going to sign off and get into my videos, make my members-only video. We are now 88 out of 100. We've gained several members this stream, trying to get to 100. And send in your super chats if you would like to have your comment read on stream and cut in front of the line. Okay, I will be right back. Give me 90 seconds. BRB. Actually, while I'm gone, we'll play the Gotham Knights trailer, and then we'll get back to it. No. We're fine. I'm not going to be gone for long. We'll just stay here. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to run. I'll make it quick. Shit. I'm going to take my keys. I don't need this. All right, I'll be right back. Hello, comrades. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Let me know your thoughts. The wall running. Yeah, the wall running's kind of interesting, right? I don't know. I think I like it. I like how Batgirl, like, she's running on the side during the gameplay, and then she runs in and, like, I think that's pretty good. I really do like that. It's kind of badass, honestly. And you see the wall running when they're avoiding this. Should we watch it one more time? No, we shouldn't. We've already watched it a lot. So here's a little glimpse of the map. Okay, so I think that this part is not playable. This part obviously is. So you can see here's the Bridge. Yeah, here's the bay. Large world. Bridge here. This is kind of what they were teasing. You know, the key really will be is the gameplay fun and is the story compelling. That's what it comes down to. Nice move. A lot of people didn't like that move. Who is he taking out here? I don't know who those guys are. Who are they a part of? I have no clue. Red Hood looks sick, though. This back row move is fucking so cool. When she does this right here at 3:30. Who is that going invisible? Does anyone know? I still don't know. Look at that shit. There's the wall running. You could do flips maybe as Nightwing. I mean, he's acrobatic, so. Looks great, man. I can't wait. I honestly... The negative feedback to me is like, I get it. People can have their opinions. I'm hyped, though. I'm all aboard the hype train. All right, let me know your thoughts right here. Should we take calls? Should we do calls? All right, let's do calls for a little bit. Make sure if you call in, you have to have a great mic. If you don't, I don't mean to be like a dick or whatever, but I'm gonna hang up just because I lose a lot of viewers if the call quality is shit. So please make sure that you have a good mic. You're in a quiet room. You're speaking directly into your microphone. Probably calling on like a microphone like I have is preferable. If you are calling on the phone, make sure you have good connection. Make sure you're speaking directly into the microphone. We are taking your calls. Like to join the show, be sure to call 916-546-1706. Again, that's 916-546-1706. Taking your calls now on a first come first serve basis. Oh, that's Robin Invisible? Did you already know I'm about to get rickrolled? That's just what I do. Why isn't it answering? Yo, can you hear me?
I can.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hello. Good, you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for calling in. Hope you've been enjoying the stream. So, what's on your mind? The question for the call in is, what are your thoughts on the Gotham Knights reveal? More broadly, just like your initial gut reaction. Feel free to be as honest as possible. You can be as negative or as positive as possible. Just give us your honest thoughts.
My initial thoughts when watching the trailer was, I'm hyped for it, but I did expect a Batman game with the Court of Owls, but I'm not opposed to this either. You know, like I'm pretty excited for this as well.
Yeah, great. And so
yeah.
you're fine with no Batman being included?
Yeah, I prefer him to be in it, but I don't really care if he is or not.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are speculating too. He'll be in like the third act of the game as well. So.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm hyped for it.
All right, cool deal, man. Thanks for calling in, and I'll see you in the chat and talk to you soon. Peace, man.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Yes, sir. Bye. Next caller. 661 area code. You are live. Welcome to the stream. How's it going, man?
Hey, I was actually just giving a call because for some reason there was pickles on my burger, and I asked for no pickles.
Sir, this is not Burger King.
Oh, this isn't the King, man. Okay.
Nah, we all know you'd really go to Five Guys. I mean, dude.
You know what? Fatburger is the way. I'm sorry.
Hell no. You have Fatburger over Five Guys? You kidding me?
It's the convenience factor, my friend. It's the convenience factor.
Okay, so you
Anyway,
were watching the Gotham Knights reveal yesterday. What are your
Yes.
thoughts on the reveal?
Yes, very interesting. I have a sneaking suspicion that they are doing everything they can to lead the scent away from Batman being in the game. Because my thought process goes to, well, sure, he may be an integral part of the storyline. I think that makes perfect sense. He's the reason why these guys are doing what they're doing. But I do feel that at some point you're gonna have gameplay back and forth between all of the 4 different characters that are playable. But
Right.
I feel like there will be a Batman that is playable in this game. Maybe it is kind of like the final mission, or maybe the last piece of the storyline where all 5 of you team up. And maybe you jump between characters, or maybe you're playable as Batman, but then you need some type of a command system where you have to command certain characters to do certain things based on their abilities and skills.
Right.
Who knows? But I don't think they're going to go and have a game completely without Batman. It just doesn't feel right.
Well, think
I
about
think
this.
that would be too far removed from what they could have as success.
Right. Well, think about this. They could announce they're announcing this game and they're leveling our expectations of like, oh, no Batman. A lot of people are bummed on Twitter. But then the week that the game comes out, the big secret is, oh, in the third act, like the last third of the game, Batman is in there. And then everyone's like, oh, shit, Batman is actually in there. And then it's going to create a whole new marketing buzz. And all of these people that were disaffected and were like, oh, fuck this game. I don't want to play as Batgirl. You know, this game sucks, whatever. Then those people are on board because they're like, oh, well, now I have to play it because Batman does show up, you know? So
right. Well, I think that makes sense.
Right. So, I mean, that would be the best marketing play. Also, this is W Montreal. They made Arkham Origins. They did the Black Mask Joker fake out too. So, wouldn't surprise me coming from them. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Right. Yeah, it should be fun. Hopefully, we will get a bit of that. But I have a feeling also showing Mr. Freeze in kind of like the teaser gameplay initially on announcement is kind of a big cojones move.
Yeah, that
like,
was a big dick swing.
Balls to do that. But I don't feel like that's going to be, considering the previous Mr. Freeze boss fights are some of the most fun in Batman game history. I don't think they're going to really show all of their cards and their entire hand with that gameplay. I certainly do think they're going to bring him back at some point.
Wait, Mr. Freeze?
Yeah, I think they could have multiple boss fights.
Oh, for sure.
So I don't think they're just going to sit there and say, hey, by the way, we're going to show you this boss fight, and that's going to be the last you see of the character.
Well, hopefully they borrow from the Nemesis system too. Other WB games like Shadow of Mordor have utilized the Nemesis system, and in being able to do so, you can make it so that the villains that you fight in the side missions will like remember previous encounters. So, for instance, like you could have a boss fight, and let's say you lose, then they could remember that next time, or they could learn from the abilities you used in the previous time where you fought them when you won. There's all kinds of different things they could do with it, you know?
Right.
So, and he also mentioned in the gameplay, he's like, we're halfway through the Mr. Freeze mission, and he's like nuking the whole city with ice. So, I mean, there's clearly a lot more to that story than just that mission, that small little part we saw.
Right. Well, what do you think about having, one of the big worries that I had initially is that the storyline might get a little bit convoluted depending on what happens, because you have 4 main characters. And what I'm assuming here is that each character is going to have their own unique storyline within the game.
Right.
And it is very possible that if they don't tell a very linear, easy-to-follow storyline, you might get confused between what every single character is doing at every time. That's a lot to ask any regular game player, to sit there and remember exactly what is happening in every single story arc in the game. So hopefully they keep it pretty straightforward and pretty easy to understand and remember where each character is at.
I completely agree. And one thing that worries me about that is the idea of, well, you know, you can play as whoever you want, and then you can have co-op of whoever you want. You can play the game single player or co-op. You know, that's a little concerning. In a sense, they certainly could go awry in that case if it's just like, oh, it doesn't matter what order you play the story in. It's like, no. We don't, it needs to be somewhat structured. So I feel like there's a clear beginning, middle, and end to what I'm playing here. And I do worry that doing the co-op could take away from that and could detract from that. But I also don't know. I mean, I could be completely wrong. I don't know how they're going to orient it, how they're going to structure the story, if it's going to be more focused on the side missions, and if basically every villain might be sort of portrayed as a side villain or side mission in some sense. I really don't know. So
well, the good news is we have a year until this comes out, because they're going to be doing loads and loads of gameplay, and they're going to have so many different builds of it. If some of the gameplay and what they're trying to do really just is not fleshing out with the audience, they have time to fix it.
Well,
so it's not like they're dropping this on us and saying, hey, by the way, game is coming out in a month and a half. So they have plenty of time. So hopefully they're going to come out with a very nicely polished final product. And, I think we're all going to be better for having this game.
Exactly. And, they do have a lot of time. I think this game would really benefit from a beta. This is one of those games where, with an Arkham game, not so much. With this game, yeah, they do need feedback, and more than just freaking 3 weeks before the game comes out, like in Marvel's Avengers. That's not a beta. That's so stupid. When a beta comes out 3 weeks before the game, that's called a marketing gimmick. That is not a beta. Yeah. There is no way they're going to improve the game.
Hype with people that are streaming and influencers.
Correct.
That's not to actually learn what they need to improve on the game.
Correct. That's what it was. They were paying people to play Marvel's Avengers, and it was what can you possibly fix in 3 months? So, and the fact that it was locked as a pre-order bonus, meaning you had to pre-order the game to play it, I mean, it's just absurd. And they also made money by making it a first weekend exclusive to PS4. So, I mean, that's slimy in my opinion. So, we need an actual beta. We need a beta 3 to 4 months before the game comes out at a bare minimum.
Right.
So that they can gather feedback.
Let me see if I can get you a beta key.
Thank you. That is Mike, CEO of WB Games. Thank you for calling in, Mike. No, I'm just kidding. He's at the CEO.
If only. If only. All right, brother. I'll catch you later, man. Have a great rest of your stream.
Yes, sir. Talk to you later. All right. Peace, man.
All right. See ya.
That was a great chat. Thank you to Mike for calling in. Taking another call. Let's see. Is anyone waiting in line ready to call? There's one. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hi, I think I might have the wrong number. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. No worries.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Wait, what? How do you have the wrong number? I only put this in my live stream chat. Did he just... I think he just got nervous. That's the only way. There's no way he has the wrong number. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Oh, I'm on.
Yes, you were live. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's a pleasure to finally, actually talk to you for the first time.
Yeah, it's great to talk to you too, man. What's your username?
I'm just going by my, I'm Nada, but I haven't participated in the chat.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool, man. Well, what's your name?
Oh, Angel.
Angel, okay, man. Thanks for calling in. So, what were your thoughts on the reveal yesterday? Were you excited? Positive reaction, negative reaction? Let us know your thoughts.
I was ecstatic when I saw that the game was going to be co-op. I did have some concerns about the multiplayer, but the more that I looked at it, I could see the story reasons as to why it has RPG mechanics to it.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
We don't want like Avengers DC game. I get that, and I understand some of the concerns. It doesn't look like that to me though. The gameplay looks a lot better than Avengers, and not only that, it does seem to borrow a bit more from the free flow Arkham style combat than say a Marvel's Avengers. So we'll have to wait and see. I can see some pros and cons to the direction that they went, but it's a really bold direction, and to move on from Batman and move on to these other characters who. It's going to be great to get more character development from them. That's what I really want to see in this game is like more character development from these characters, and like that'd be so great. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, my interpretation of it is that basically we all know from the Bat family is that Bruce Wayne, being a billionaire, he foots the bill for everybody's technology, and with him out of commission, naturally they don't have that endless budget to basically have everything that they would have as he's around. So it's basically them having to build up everything from the Belfry, taking over districts, garnering up XP or whatever rewards you get from taking down said district associated with the Court of Owls.
Right.
Such and such, so on and so forth. So it's basically highlighting the fact that they have to grind because they don't have superpowers to coast on.
Right.
So it's like they need to amass their own resources because they don't have this infinite well of money that they can dive into for their stuff.
Right. Although they might be utilizing Bruce's trust fund. You never know. I mean, I'm sure he left money for him. So, yeah, man. Interesting thoughts. Thank you for calling in, and I'll chat with you again soon, man.
Okay, it's been a pleasure.
All right. Yes, sir. Peace out, man. Have a good one. Alrighty, taking more of your calls. We've got another call. Area code 470. You are live. Welcome to the stream. How's it going, man?
Hey, I just gotta say, I just took the biggest L. I'm the wrong number guy. You sound a little different at first. I was like, did I type
see,
I
knew
wrong?
it. I knew it. I was like, the only place that I have put this phone number is on in this chat. I was like, I knew. I figured that's what it was, and I sound different over the phone than in like a commentary. I mean, people tell me that all the time. It's funny because people in real life say like, your voice sounds totally different in person than on. It's just weird how like microphones can distort your voice, and I think it's the same thing with through the phone and shit. But anyway, thanks for calling in, man. What's your username?
Username? A-Right.
A-Right. Okay, sounds good, man. And so, give us your thoughts on this reveal. Happy, unhappy? Where were you at once you saw this?
I am actually super happy.
Great.
I guess me personally, I'm not like, when it comes to games, a lot of things in general, I'm not like against change really when it comes to a lot of things. So when I saw this, it looked different, but I was liking everything I was seeing. Like the combat, the way everything kind of flowed, it wasn't as, say, fast or smooth as previous Arkham games, but I can kind of see what they're doing, and I'm okay with that, you know?
Yeah, it's a change of direction, but I mean, it could be a positive change of direction. So that's really the thing about it, is like all change is not bad. It's also going to take more time to be able to see whether this is actually going to work out for them. And that's why I think it's important to have a beta. And I think there is a reasonable compromise where they could, if people still are not digging this game once we play the beta, then they could kind of reasonably compromise and move a little bit more towards the Arkham combat, find a nice happy medium between this more Avenger-style gameplay with the more Batman Arkham-style gameplay and incorporate more free-flow aspects to it. That's kind of my thoughts on it.
Yeah, in a way, like, I guess I'm a little more open to it also because it kind of excites me for the future. Like, this seems like I don't want to hop straight to, like, oh, we need a Justice League game. We got an Avengers game. Where's the Justice League? But something like this, with all these other types of characters, I could see them just kind of testing the grounds for it. Like, if people would like this style, and if they could do something in the future with it, with either Batman or other heroes, you know?
Right. Yep.
Yeah, but that's just where I stand on the game so far.
Yeah, definitely, man. All right, well, thank you for calling in. Going to get to got another caller on the line, but thanks for calling in, and chat with you again soon.
All right, thank you.
All right, peace, my man. Yes, sir. Oh, shit. Whoever was calling me, you didn't answer. All right, call me back, please. I can't call people out on this number, I don't think. But but you can call me. Like, my number's open, but I can't call out other people, if that makes sense. There we go. Another call. All right. Area code 321. You are live. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for calling in, man.
Just to make sure, I just wanted to know if my mic quality is okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Just talk clearly into the mic and just talk directly into it. So, what were your thoughts on the reveal yesterday, man?
I'm digging it. I actually, unlike other people, it looks pretty good.
Yeah. That was kind of my reaction. I was surprised to see how negative it was, but to me it looked really promising, honestly.
I actually had an idea for the ending of the whole game.
Okay.
So I was thinking that maybe the cult kidnapped Bruce and brainwashed him into becoming a Talon, and the final boss fight is the Bat family versus Bruce as the Talon.
It's actually good. Dude, that's a great idea.
Thank you. And then the ending cutscene is like other events that are shown. Basically like Bruce rebuilding the Batcave, Tim becoming Red Robin, maybe Damian being established. I would just like to see some of those scenes in the game.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. Okay, thank you for calling in. I'm going to get to the next caller, but appreciate the thoughts and great idea on the ending. That would be very interesting if he got The thing is, Bruce Wayne also was like a multi-billionaire. He kind of fit into the Court of Owls, honestly. He's kind of creepy, little mysterious. So, yeah, thanks for calling in, man. Chat with you again soon.
You too.
All right, thanks, man. All right, we're going to stop taking calls for a little bit. I don't know. I'm kind of taken aback by how negative the feedback has been for this game. I want to react to what other people have said. Can we watch another reaction? Okay, like, do you know Alana Pierce? Can we watch her reaction to the game? So she has a 16-minute live reaction. I want to react to that, okay? Also, if you have any questions or comments that you would like to have read in front of the chat after we are done watching this video, if you have any questions that you want to ask me or any comments to send in your super chats. It really helps promote the stream and helps me in more ways than I can even express. So, super chats are greatly appreciated. Send those in now and or at any time throughout this video, and I will get to them as soon as this video is over, reacting to Alana Pierce.
Hello friends, I'm Alana and welcome to my channel, and if you don't already know me, I am a massive Batman fan. I have a Batman tattoo, I own a lot of money's worth of Batman memorabilia, I'm big into Batman. But I had a really busy work week last week.
I just want to see what other people think about this
9
game.
to midnight virtually every day. So I slept in this morning. Are you serious? I'm so curious if this is actually true.
Never trusted us since Jim died. Gotham will need its protectors more than ever.
So I like that they don't have a relationship with the GCPD too.
Belfry is base of operations. Some of the technology is outdated, but it has the gear you need and all of my files. You've always had my back when I needed you. I know you'll keep Gotham safe. Good luck.
Also, I just saw the stream was demonetized, so that's fun. The stream I'm doing right now.
But what's his game?
I still love this trailer. It's so fucking good.
Dope, dude. Dope.
It's so good.
Oh, it's Red Hood.
I wish we got to see them talk to each other here, though. See, look, there's the map. Okay. I think it's going to be a huge map. Look at this. I hope the map is huge. I really do. Boom.
So if it's like sort of an extension of previous games, like obviously this isn't made by Rocksteady, you know, it's WB Montreal. It's not going to be necessarily the same thing. But you could swap between characters. They've done that before. So what is it going to be like? Do you choose one or you jump between all 4 of them consistently through the story?
I kind of hope it's more structured.
Is it like the Catwoman parts? Like how...
I hope it's more structured and we don't get to pick who we play as. Like, we have to play as all the characters and they assign who we play as. So it's a structured linear story. That's my hope. I know they want to give us creative freedom, but I want it to be a structured linear story. It's not Ark. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Cape Physics.
I like that. I like it. I like that.
Freeze is like one of the best villains in the series. Is this like canon to that rest of the series?
No, it's not canon.
No one talks about them.
Go to the house. Where's the house?
I love it, dude.
This is rumored for ages, obviously. That makes me think Batman's still alive. Bruce Wayne's still alive. He's just off doing quarter of the hours things.
Then the town strikes you dead.
Yeah, we like it. Yeah, we are into this.
Does she react to the gameplay? Oh, she does. What does she say about the gameplay?
Fun's one word for it.
Just a heads up, that chopper's under orders to fire on anything that moves inside.
People get mad if you talk too much or too little at these like that. Do they just see the same thing?
I meant to do that.
He's like, it's such a good trilogy. Does it need any more? Games industry always keeps annualizing things and making more or turning things into franchises. It's so rare that we get like a neat trilogy. I was like, I don't know. It has to be... Oh, I love the combat so much. Every game could have this combat on that note. The Arkham combat, I love it. But same token, I would want it to be fresh.
Why does she think this is Arkham combat, though?
This was pretty fresh. I'm not loving the bars over their heads. The
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that either.
Maybe you could turn that off in the UI. I'd prefer not to have that.
Maybe that's kind of cool, though. Like, maybe that could have worked in
There
Arkham
we
Knight.
go.
Yeah, where's the Batclaw at? Also, I'm going to say right now, I am not a fan of Batgirl having this thing. What the hell is that?
Hello, friend.
She has no canon of that.
look
She
that much
uses her fists. I mean, in Injustice, they took the creative liberties to have her have the little brass knuckle things. But yeah, Batgirl doesn't have a staff. Why did they do that? So they should remove that, in my opinion. They should remove the staff. She should just use her fists. I mean, she punches people. She shouldn't have a
See, him having a health
stick.
bar makes sense. The other enemies, it's probably for the co-op, and I don't love it.
An important element of Gotham Knights is that as the player increases in
damage
power and ability,
numbers.
their foes keep pace. So confronting a villain like Mr. Freeze can be a very different proposition at level 5 or at level 15.
Okay, she's throwing batterings.
But in the kinds of attacks and defenses they bring to bear.
Listen, I don't mind a level system. I think Assassin's Creed adapted to it well.
At Gotham Knights, we're gonna have more to show.
She's saying some stuff I'm unsure about, though. Yeah.
They got to be careful about the level system. They do. I agree.
All right. Okay. Thor.
All right, let's watch one more quick reaction video. Just a quick one. Oh, look, you search Gotham Knights reaction. My video is the third one. LOL. Who is the? Oh, this is Greg Miller. Oh, this is gonna be funny.
Oh, I can't. Oh my God, it's happening, y'all. It's fucking happening.
Who is this guy? Why is he shirtless with the back? Like, I'm a nerd, but I can't. Let's see what Greg Miller. I'm very curious to know what Greg Miller thinks about this. Why do they just cover Greg Miller's face?
How hard are those naked nips?
Oh, dude. Nip check.
They killed Bruce.
Bruce Wayne's dead. Holy fuck, they're doing it. They're doing some.
They're stealing me and Gary Whitta's story.
Yes, because that was never done before you guys.
They've never done before us. I'm glad you admitted it. A lot of people are too cowardly to admit that we started all that.
So Cold Black We got a code black.
Oh my god.
They all get motorcycles. It's dope as hell.
That's
Mr.
Freeze. Tonight. Did we not murder him in Arkham City?
Let's see what they think about the Court of Owls keys.
There we go. Gotham Knights. Official name. Been heavily rumored.
Oh, the music.
Hold on.
Who we got?
Still alive.
Yeah, there it is.
Woo!
There it is, boss baby.
Oh, I've been waiting for this for so long.
Fuck, dude, that looks fucking dope as hell.
Looks good.
Oh my god, there's so many of them. There's so many talons. Holy shit.
This game's gonna be great.
The child is reciting the...
Then the town strikes you dead.
God.
Oh,
When?
yeah.
Okay.
2021.
Oh man. Damn it! I wanted it this fall so bad.
I did too.
I wanted it this fall so bad.
We're both from wherever this game's Montreal, even on pizza bets.
Hey Barrett, real quick, just like on the other shows, you're super quiet.
This story and focus
Yeah.
on this characters.
He sounds great. He sounds fine to me. Alright,
Okay.
so we're wrong.
to see what happens when you take away the safety of
Yeah, man, that looks really cool.
and then find out what happens. What happens when these heroes, the Bat Family, Nightwing, Batgirl,
They're doing this like thing from the Belfry, which is pretty cool.
and take on the role of new protectors of Gotham.
What's truly exciting about Gotham Knights is that you, the player, will be
Yeah, I gotta see this in like an actual.
Thank you for that donation. I'll be sure to check it really.
Like VOD.
I think 2021.
Thank you for the $10, Alex. I will be right. I will be right back to read that.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Even if it's next year, I wouldn't be surprised if it
We
launches
brought gameplay footage. This is captured
Yeah, but like,
engine from
if it
Maurice
launches this year, I'd feel like it's a current gen that you can also play on next gen. If it launches next year, it's next gen that you could also play on.
Oh man,
last
more
gen.
gameplay.
Really? Well, I mean, this strikes me as something that's been in development for a while, so it wouldn't surprise me if this was in development for this year, for this gen, but then got pushed because of COVID or.
Yeah, that's true. It was in development for this gen. They're still doing PS4. Dude, I really hope it's early 2021. Please. Please, early 2021 to mid 2021.
I mean, what? Arkham Knight came out in June.
Yeah, but it was delayed to June. It was delayed to June. It could be a summer game. I think they were aiming for November of 2019. Or, excuse me, 2020. What year is it? 2020? They might push it to summer. But if the feedback is really negative, they're going to push it to November probably. So I hope that they don't push it. It's that balance. I want to play it sooner rather than later, man. I really do. I think they can make a lot of improvements after launch too. If you're worried about the level up system and all that, all that stuff, they can fix that later too.
Oh yeah.
That was hot. God, I'm so ready for this. Like, I've taken a break from watching the DC shows on CW just because like they went down a certain route where I was like, okay, whatever. But this is doing everything that I want from that.
Campaign admit that this is like a Captain America kind of thing from.
Let's fast forward to the combat and see what they think about the combat.
I think I think Rocksteady's game will be more focused on multiplayer probably.
Oh yeah,
I still
like,
have a
if
feeling
it's-
this is like optional stuff. I might be wrong.
I'm really curious to see now what the Rocksteady game looks like.
Oh, interesting. You got a friendly fire between enemies.
That music is tight.
Yeah, it is.
Music's good.
Nothing like a good co-op move. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
totally.
And those were so fun in the. Oh, that's what.
A lot more grounded and
works. I think the owls are just a part of the story. Like,
look at this comic book HUD they have from up there. That's awesome. I like
yeah,
that's
funny.
Hope that other guy is right. They were aiming for late 2020, and then it's got pushed to early 2021.
The numbers popping out are interesting.
Yeah.
You like it or not?
It doesn't.
Like it.
I don't know if I like it. Yeah. I don't think, like, obviously the Court of Owls storyline from the comics can't be, like, one-to-one adapted, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they meld it all together. But so far I'm into this, even though this is, like, totally, like, bringing it up to level 11 with the chaos here with Mr. Freeze.
That's dope.
So good. Thank you so much, Patrick and Floor, for giving us this insight. All this
Shout out to his shoes right now.
Those loafers?
He be loafing, man.
Before you take off, if that's okay, we'd like to answer a few fan questions. Yeah.
Is that Zachary Levi?
Give us a date.
He's so great.
The UK.
Yeah, he's really fun.
What has driven you the most in the direction of this game?
Wow. Well, what's going on with how they're shooting this? Are they?
This is all
Be quiet! I'm trying to hear him.
Did you see the bit before you came on?
Why the fuck are they talking? I didn't get to hear that part. They need to shut the fuck up while he's talking. Gotham Knights reveal panel. Well, like, where can I see the interview? Gotham Knights has me worried. See, this is like very common to see people saying that. All right, let's get back to the chat and super chats. Send in your questions and super chats if you have any now. Let's see. We'll go to this. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. Let me find the super chat that I missed. Hey, 10 Canadian dollars from Alex. Really appreciate it. Hey, sorry, I can't give any more. I'm loving this reveal. I've always liked the Bat family characters more than Batman, and I'm super interested in what direction they take him in. Dude, I completely agree. As I've said many times, Barbara Gordon is my favorite DC Comics character. She's my favorite comic book character of all time. So, I thought the Arkham Knight DLC was fantastic. They clearly, W. Montreal clearly had an interest in that character doing the DLC, and they want to focus on her and the other Bat family members more. Also, people have been asking for a long time for a Red Hood or Nightwing game. Tim Drake, Robin, they did a great job picking the characters. They could have screwed it up. They could have done Batwoman. We don't want Batwoman. They could have done a bunch of other characters and screwed it up, but they didn't. I mean, they did it perfectly. They did exactly what I would have done. I mean, if I could have made the I might have included Batman in there, but that's their choice to exclude him, and that's their direction. It's a great way to put more emphasis on those characters, because if you have Batman in there, he overshadows everybody. And when you exclude him, then you give room to breathe for the other ones. Grace Randolph? Oh, God, let's watch Grace Randolph. Oh, boy. This is going to be a yike. This is going to be a fucking yikes. But thank you again for the $10, man. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Batman Gotham Knights world premiere. Grace Randolph. Grace Randolph doesn't even play video games. She just reacts to them.
To show just how big video games are becoming in more slow-mo walk.
Then the town strikes you dead.
I do like this. I see potential. As I told you, they're gonna let the video games do the work for the upcoming potential movies and television shows.
As they should.
And do the work WB Montreal is doing. Oh, look at that outro. Very nice. Oh, I liked them. Nightwing to me was the coolest. I do also like Batgirl. They all looked very good. I liked it. They weren't literally pulling their punches. Who did you like the best? How does that look to you? I thought that looked excellent. Imagine how good Batman would be. I hope he's not really dead. I hope at the end of the game he's like, surprise! And then go beats up the Court of Owls. He's like, I only did this to get you to come out of hiding. And I'm like, sounds like Batman to me.
It does.
So what did you think? Do you think you're going to play that? Share your thoughts down below. Thank you for going.
Everyone is already saying that. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't watch that. Thank you for the suggestion, Brady, but God, it's brutal. Thank you so much, Hunter, for saying you love the videos. Really appreciate it. Oh yeah, sorry, you can't see. I know, but I didn't play it very much. Her voice is pretty annoying. We're gonna do a whole nother stream on the Batman movie, so I'll do that later. I'm probably gonna wrap the stream here. Thank you, Rhythm. I still have videos to make tonight in my members only video. So if you want to become a member of the chat, link is or of the channel, link in the description below, and enjoy that video tonight. If you want bonus commentaries on Gotham Knights, and thank you all so much for tuning in. We had a fantastic stream. I will react to negative videos later. You know, this is going to be one of many streams in the future, so definitely be sure to stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for all the hype in the chat. Over 500 viewers, peaked at over 700. Fantastic stream, was a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Slickmuff. I'll see you guys in the next stream.